Hello everyone. In this video we'll cover two topics, that is variable mutation and type coercion. In the previous videos we have covered some topics about what exactly JavaScript is, our first program in JavaScript. Then we also covered about variable types and data types in JavaScript. So for those who are new to my channel and those who are not aware about the previous topics, so please go and check my previous videos for more details on these topics. And also for those who are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Coming back to our first topic, that is variable mutation. So what exactly is a variable mutation? So in the definition, as it says, saying changing or modifying the value of a variable. So if I go back to my Visual Studio Code, and in the previous videos we have seen some examples with different kind of variables. So let's say if I am saying a variable that's name is let's say my roll number, and let's say it is 12, or let's say it is 10. Okay, so previously we have tried to give a console log for this, and we were able to see it in the console. So if I go and I open my Chrome browser and I'll just inspect this particular page to see the console output, and you can see yes, 10 is getting displayed over here. So this is the basic that we have seen previously in our video, how to write variables and how to use variables. Now we'll see what is variable mutation. So variable mutation is nothing but changing the value of a particular variable. So if in case, let's say this is a variable which is already declared over here, and if I want to change this variable value, so I will just type, let's say 20 over here. So if you give a print over here, and you can see yes, it's coming as 20. Now what if I want to give a string value for this? So I will say, let's say 10, and if I hit enter, you can see 10 is getting displayed over here after refreshing the particular page. So this is called type or variable mutation, in which you can reassign a value to a particular variable. Now in this case we have seen initially it was defined as or it declared as an integer value, that was 10, and now we have changed the value of this particular variable to a string. So that's what is called variable mutation, in which you can change or modify a particular value of a variable to whatever you want. So as we all know, in JavaScript we use dynamic typing. So for that reason, JavaScript automatically assigns the variable to a particular data type. So in this case, this particular variable which was initially assigned as an integer variable, now it has moved to a string variable. So that's all about mutation, that is a variable mutation, in which we can change or assign a value to a particular variable from any kind of data type to any kind. So in this case we have seen from integer to string, you can do from string to integer, boolean to string, or anything that is possible. Now we'll see our second topic, that is type coercion. So type coercion is what? Type coercion is very easy. It is changing of a data type, or you can say converting a data type. So for instance, let's say I have declared something called var my name, and I have given as, let's say, Gagan, that's my name. And then I have given, let's say, var my age, let's say I have given let's say 20. And then I have given one more thing, let's say a boolean. So I have given, let's say, var is happy, and I have given true. So now if you know, we have declared few kind of variables, that is, this is a string variable, this is an integer variable, and this is a boolean variable. Now in type coercion, what happens, JavaScript is smart enough to identify all these things that you have declared different kind of data types, and it converts by default. When we say converts, what does that mean? If you know Java, if you want to print something like this, let's say I type console.log, and if I give, let's say, my name is something like this, and if I give my age is something like this, and I will say is I am happy, and I will give the variable over here. So now what we're doing here is like we are trying to form or trying to print something where we are trying to mix different kind of data types. That is, this is a string, this is an integer, and this is a boolean. If you know other language like Java, we have to convert this data type into another data type. For example, if I want to use integer as a string, so I have to convert this particular integer using some functions in Java to make it as a string. I will not go in that direction because this is not on Java tutorial, it's a JavaScript tutorial. But in this case, if you see, if I just save it and refresh the particular browser instance, so if I refresh, you can see it is printing all as it is. So you can see the string is getting printed over here, that is Gagan, the integer is getting printed over here, and the boolean is printing over here, which means the Java script engine itself is trying to convert or is converting all the variables into one single variable type or data type, that is string in this case, and this is called type coercion. That is, JavaScript tries to convert all the data type that has been declared in different variables and convert into a single data type, that is string in this case, and it gives you an output something like this over here that we have already seen in the browser. Similar thing can be achieved in different modules, so you can use in different methods, different functions. We will see in the upcoming videos how exactly we can use type coercion in our day-to-day activity while making a website, while doing any backend activity, something like that. So that's it about type coercion and variable mutation. So in this video we have covered variable mutation and type coercion. So thanks a lot for watching my video. Please do like, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you. Bye bye.